What if the future isn't a blank slate, but a meticulously encoded message from forgotten civilizations? We're about to crack open ancient prophecies, not just as historical curiosities, but as potential blueprints for humanity's destiny. Get ready to question everything you thought you knew about free will and the chilling possibility that our future has already been written. Welcome to a journey into the heart of mystery, where ancient whispers echo into our modern world. Have you ever wondered if history's most baffling events, the rise and fall of empires, cataclysmic disasters, revolutionary discoveries, were actually foretold? What if they were all echoes of warnings, etched in forgotten tongues and symbols, waiting for us to decipher them? Today, we are pulling back the veil of time itself. We're not just looking at predictions, we're exploring the idea of encoded narratives, complex stories left behind by our ancestors. This isn't about foretelling, it's about historical detective work. We'll be diving deep into the minds of ancient seers, traveling from the dusty clay tablets of Sumeria to the intricate painted pages of Mayan codices. Prepare to see the past, and potentially the future, in a completely new light. So, how do we even begin to crack these cryptic codes? The key lies in understanding the universal language of symbols. Across vastly different cultures, separated by oceans and centuries, we find the same powerful archetypes appearing again and again. Think about the serpent. In some traditions it represents poison and deceit, but in others, it's a symbol of healing, rebirth, and wisdom. And what about the all-seeing eye, a motif found everywhere from ancient Egypt to modern secret societies? Does it represent divine watchfulness, or intrusive surveillance? Then there are the celestial alignments, planets and stars aligning in specific patterns, believed to herald great change. These aren't just random doodles, they are the building blocks of a symbolic language. Let's take a famous case study, the Great Flood. Nearly every ancient culture has a story about a world-ending deluge. We have Noah in the Hebrew Bible, Utnapishtim in the Epic of Gilgamesh from Mesopotamia, Manu in Hindu texts, and Deucalion in Greek mythology. While the names and details change, the core symbols remain strikingly consistent, a warning from a divine source, a chosen few who survive on a vessel, and the eventual rebirth of humanity on a cleansed earth. Are these just shared myths born from localized floods, or are they pointing to a single, catastrophic global event that left an indelible scar on our collective memory? The challenge, of course, is interpretation. Our modern biases and cultural lenses can easily distort the original meaning. We see what we want to see. Throughout our exploration today, we will strive to approach these texts with a critical yet open mind, peeling back layers of translation and cultural baggage to get as close to the source as we can. Now, let's bring this into the present. What if these ancient warnings aren't just about the past? Some researchers and interpreters point to specific dates and prophecies that seem eerily relevant to our time. Specifically around a date like December 29, 2025. They connect ancient texts to modern anxieties, the rise of artificial intelligence and the concept of a technological singularity, drastic global climate shifts that mirror descriptions of world-altering events, and rising geopolitical tensions that echo ancient predictions of great wars. One of the most famous figures in this field is, of course, Nostradamus. His 16th century quatrains, written in a cryptic mix of languages, have been interpreted to predict everything from the French Revolution to world wars. For example, when he wrote of Horde Zanagre New Moda, are we seeing a prophecy of modern warfare? Or is it our modern minds simply imposing meaning onto vague verses? This is the central question we must confront. Where is the fine line between coincidence and genuine prophecy? Are we truly witnessing the fulfillment of ancient foresight? Or are we just masters of pattern recognition, finding connections where none were intended? This leads us to one of the biggest philosophical questions of all, the paradox of a preordained path versus free will. If these prophecies are accurate, if the future is indeed written, what does that mean for us? Are we simply actors playing out our roles in a grand, cosmic play, with no real agency or ability to change the script? Or do we have the power to influence the outcome? This isn't a new dilemma. The ancient Greeks explored this very concept through their tragedies, where heroes like Oedipus tried desperately to escape their prophesied fate, only to run straight into it. Their struggle shows how the very belief in a prophecy can become a self-fulfilling one. If enough people believe a disaster is coming, Their collective fear and actions might inadvertently help bring it about. Think about a predicted market crash. If everyone believes it will happen, they'll sell their stocks, causing the very crash they feared. Today, we see this same anxiety playing out on a global scale as societies grapple with predictions about climate change, economic collapse, and technological disruption. Are these futures inevitable, or are the warnings a chance for us to change course? So, after journeying through Sumerian tablets, Mayan codices, and Nostradamus's cryptic verses, what have we learnt? We've seen how ancient civilizations used a rich symbolic language to encode their deepest fears and hopes. We've examined how some of these prophecies seem to resonate with our modern world with an unsettling accuracy, forcing us to question the nature of time and destiny. But we've also seen how easily these texts can be misinterpreted, shaped by our own biases and our innate desire to find order in chaos. I encourage you not to take any of this as absolute truth, but as a prompt for your own exploration. Don't just accept interpretations. Dive into these texts yourself. Question them, dissect them, and think critically. The future isn't a spectacle to be passively watched as it unfolds. It's a project to be actively shaped. While the past may hold clues and warnings, the ultimate prophecy, the one that truly matters, is the one we are writing together, right now, with every choice we make, day by day. The story of humanity isn't finished yet, and you are one of its authors. Thanks so much for joining me on this mind-bending journey. If you enjoyed questioning the nature of reality with us, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more dark dives into the world's greatest mysteries. What are your thoughts? Is the future written, or is the ink still wet? Let me know in the comments below. See you next time.